Good afternoons today. I hope you all are doing well and have a wonderful summer break filled with relaxation and fun activities. I am Jatinder Singh, your English teacher from Bhai Singh Public School. As we dive back into our studies, I am excited to bring you today's lesson, which will not only sharpen your writing skills but also give you the power to make a difference in your community. Topic for today is writing a letter to the editor. This is a vital skill that allows you to contribute to public discussions, influence public opinion, and engage with the community on matter that you care deeply about. Writing a letter to editor is more than just an exercise. It's an opportunity to use your voice to bring about change, whether it's addressing local issues, sharing your views on global events, or advocating for a cause you are passionate about. Your words can have a significant impact. Remember, great change often starts with a single voice. By mastering this skill, you can become that voice, raising awareness and inspiring action. So let's get started and learn how we can make our voices heard through the power of the word. Now, in the beginning, what are the objectives of the class? Students will recognize the significance of letters to editor in influencing public opinion and contributing to the public discourse. Students will learn the standard format of the letter to the editor, including the correct placement of addresses, date, salutation, body, and place. Students will learn how to clearly and concisely state their opinion or concern in their introduction to the letter. Students will improve their ability to write logically, organized, and coherent letters. Last but not the least, students will analyze sample letters to identify strengths and areas for the improvement. Now, what is the importance of writing a letter? Writing letters to the editor offers a numerous benefits, enhancing both physical and academical skills. It improves writing abilities by encouraging clarity, conciseness, and development of strong arguments supported by evidence. This practice also promotes critical thinking, requiring individuals to analyze issues deeply and propose effective solutions. Civic engagement is another key benefit, as these letters can raise awareness, influence public opinion, and allow participation in democratic processes by voicing opinions and holding authorities accountable. Additionally, writing letters empowers individuals by providing a platform to express personal views and build confidence. It fosters community connection by engaging with local issues and sparkling dialogue among community members. Research skills are honed through gathering and evaluating credible information, while persuasive skills are developed through the practice of convincing others with logical reasoning and evidence. Lastly, letters to the editor serve as an historical record of the public opinion and personal archive of one's thought on important issues. Now, let us first of all discuss the format of the editor letter. In the beginning, we are going to go with the sender's address followed by date. Then afterwards, we will write the address of the recipient. Generally, here we are writing the address of the editor. Next comes the subject. Subject is the most important part, which tells us that why this letter is written. What is the purpose of letter? Afterwards, we have to go with the greetings or salutation. Then comes the main part of the letter that is called as the body of the letter. And at last, the complimentary regards. Now, let us see how the address is written. Here you can see in the sender's address, we are going with the house number, area, colony, and then afterwards the name of the city with the pin code. Then afterwards we are going with the date. There are two ways in order to write a date. Either we can write the date first, month afterwards, and then year, or we can write the month first and then afterwards the date. Similarly, we have to write the receiver's address. The address should be appropriate so that the person can guess where the letter is going. Here, in the receiver's address, we are writing the address of the editor, the name of the newspaper, and the city along with the film. Now, next comes the body of the letter. Body of the letter generally consists of three parts: introduction, content, and conclusion. The introduction should clearly state the purpose of the letter and grab the reader's attention. It should provide a context for the issue being addressed. Content or the body of the letter should provide the detailed information about the issue. This section should include facts, arguments, examples, and evidence to support the writer's viewpoint. This is the most important part of the body, where we can highlight the issue with the editor. The main purpose of writing the letter to editor is so that he can come to know that what actually is going on, so that he can publish that particular thing in newspaper, so that the concerned authorities they can take any action. And at last, we are going with the conclusion. The conclusion should summarize the main points and it should restate the writer's position. It should also suggest some possible solutions or actions and encourage the readers or authorities to take steps to address the issue. Now, here I have taken one simple example of letter to editor. The question is conducting offline exams in the midst of rising COVID. Now, here you can clearly see in the beginning, I have mentioned the address of the sender, then afterwards the date, then receiver's address, followed by subject, and then salutation. Now let's come towards the part of about. I'm going to read it for you. As a member of the Parent Teacher Association, my name is Vijay Singh. I'm writing to highlight the value of doing offline exams in universities and schools during a period of sharply rising COVID instances. The fact that the disease is spreading more quickly than it has in the previous 2 years due to the pandemic is quite concerning, and we should not allow our children to travel to their separate schools and universities to take exams under this condition. We have made an effort to discuss the matter with the academic institution officials, but thus no choice and action has been made. To keep ourselves safe and healthy, we must exercise extreme caution and refrain from having any kind of physical contact with anyone at this time. Please acknowledge the significance of this situation and draw attention to it in your publication so that the educational institutions will think about offering online exams to keep everyone secure. And at last, we are using the complimentary regards. Yours sincerely, name of the person, Vijay. Now, if you can see the body of the letter, You can say that the three parts are there. Now, first, in the beginning, what is there? We are highlighting about the person who is writing and what is his main concern. Now, in second, we are providing with the content, we are providing with the issue, now what actually is happening. In the third part, we are giving some possible solutions that which could be added. And at last, we are requesting the editor to publish this so that a solution can be found. Now, next comes the tips of writing effective letter to editor. To write an effective letter to editor, it's essential to start with clear and compelling introduction that grabs the reader's attention and states the purpose of the letter. Use a respectful and formal tone throughout. Keep the letter concise, ideally under 200 to 250 words, focusing on a single issue or a point. Present well-structured arguments supported by facts, data, or personal anecdotes to strengthen your case. Make sure to stay on the topic and avoid unnecessary digressions. Address the editor and the readers directly and be clear about the action or response you are seeking. Use persuasive language but avoid overly emotional statements. Conclude with a strong closing statement that summarizes your main points. Proofread the letter carefully to correct any grammatical mistakes or spelling errors, including your contact information if required by publication can add credibility. Remember, a well-crafted letter to editor not only conveys your message effectively, but also engages the community and encourages dialogue. Now, next is the homework. The question for the homework is write a letter to the editor expressing your concern about the increasing population in your city. Now, as we conclude our discussion on writing letter to editor, I encourage you to harness the power of your words to advocate for positive change in our society. Remember, your voices matter, and by expressing your opinions thoughtfully and effectively, you can make a significant impact in our society. Remember, your voices matter, and by expressing your opinions, you can make a significant impact on the issues. I look forward to reading your future contributions to public discourse. Keep writing and continue to be agents of change. Thank you for attention and participation in today's class. Stay empowered, stay focused, and never underestimate the influence of your voice.